Let's go on a hike. Let's go to the mountaintops. Let's go see the mountains show off. Let's go see where angels learn to fly. Let's go on a hike.
Good morning, Fancy Pants, Curious George, and Fifi. This is day 85. I know it is for sure because I checked my journal before I started the video. I'm sitting here at Siler Bald shelter, procrastinating a little bit, and just kind of wanted to chat about something in my head. This is the first time I've had these thoughts of, do I want to keep doing this? And it has nothing to do with feeling bad or like physically hurting or anything like that, but it's kind of getting to the point where it's hard. I'm starting to miss home. I'm starting to miss my husband, and I'm starting to miss my grandkids. And I'm not that I didn't miss them before, but it's just getting to the point where it's almost 3 months in, and yeah, it's just hard. So what I might do today is I may do a short day, like only 4 or 5 miles. We'll see. I am kind of looking forward to the climb up Siler Bald. It will be my first bald. I've never been on something like that. And so basically it's like the name says, it's, you know, an open area where you have unobstructed views 360 degrees. So it'll be really pretty. But yeah, as far as, I'm sure once I get hiking today, I might feel differently. I don't know. It's just weird because I was wondering, I know it's not uncommon for these feelings to crop up, and I just wasn't sure when they were going to. And so they kind of sort of have. So I am getting real close to doing the Smokies. I definitely want to get through the Smokies at least. So yeah, and I'm sure I won't feel like this every day. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of bring that up. I don't know if anybody out there who's watching who has hiked before, I'm sure has experienced the same thing, but has any suggestions. I am journaling and just kind of doing my own thing. So yeah, anyways, I've rambled a little bit. And oh, the other thing I wanted to mention too is my Far Out app, which I use for navigation, has frozen again. So I have no way to track my miles or where I'm going. It's not really a question of getting lost or anything because the trail is so well marked, but it is nice to know how many miles I've walked and how much further to the next campsite and whatnot. So perhaps when I get up on top of Siler Bald, I will have cell service. I've not had cell service. Maybe that's why I'm feeling a little bit isolated too. I don't know. Anyway, there ended up being 4 other people at the shelter last night. I was the only one who slept in the shelter. They all slept in their tents. So we have truck stop, semi-truck, I think was his name. Semi-truck, foot, and there's a girl, and I can't remember her name. I'm gonna have to find out. And then one other guy, which I can't remember his name too. Takes me 3 or 4 times. So it was nice. They were here to talk last night, and they actually went up and saw the sunset on Siler Bald. I did not feel like climbing up there that late in the day. I was already kind of snugging in my sleeping bag. So anywho, that's just where I'm at. Little shelter chat here. Just want to keep it real and let you know how I'm feeling. And yeah, it is what it is. I'll check in when I get started for the day. Fancy Pants, Curious George, and Fifi. It is 10 o'clock. I'm all packed up, ready to hit the trail. And I already feel like I'm in a little bit of a better mindset. Sometimes just acknowledging how you're feeling in the moment and kind of sitting with it is helpful. So I don't know how far I'll go today. I'll probably either go 4 miles or about 7, depending on how things go at Siler Bald. I do want to spend some time up there. And yeah, just gonna enjoy the day and enjoy hiking. Check in later. Fancy pants here. Early check-in. We just left the camp. So we're at the place where the Blue Blaze side trail that led to the shelter hooks back up with the Appalachian Trail. So actually, it looks as if it doesn't quite hook up yet because there's still a blue blaze on that tree. So we'll walk down just a little bit. But Siler Bald is within a mile. Not having my Fire Out app, I don't know how far it actually is, but anywho. Oh gosh, I hope that's not it up there. I think it's this way. Yeah, pretty sure it's this way. So we shall see. I'll just keep walking. Really pretty view over there of the mountains. Yeah, I'm already feeling in a much better frame of mind, thank goodness. We'll check in later. Here is the place where the Blue Blaze side trail to the shelter joins back up with the Appalachian Trail. So we're gonna go straight ahead, and our next stop will be Siler Bald. Whoop whoop. So even though it's not marked, there is the trail to the top of Siler Bald. So we're gonna climb up that. Might take a little bit, but I definitely want to see the view from the top. So I'll walk for a little bit. Feeling good this morning. Just that starting out my headspace wasn't very good, but I think I've got a handle on it now. Things are gonna be fine. Oh Lord, have mercy. I'm gonna be putting this camera away in a minute. Okay, it's gonna be windy for sure. Although I feel like the wind has died down from yesterday. Yesterday, man, it was whipping. Okay, time to put the camera down. All right, we're making progress. I think that's it, right over there. So we gotta keep climbing. At least it's not rocky and muddy. Oh, we're gaining. Still a ways to go, but I think the view is gonna be jaw-droppingly gorgeous. We shall soon see. All right, a few more steps. We're almost at the top. Oh wow, there's even a fire pit. Imagine, holy smokes, how beautiful it would be to camp up here on a night when it wasn't terribly windy. Okay. Okay. Wow. Unbelievable. Put the trekking poles down and pan around. Views for miles. Straight ahead over there might be Wayah Bald. I'm not sure. There's some lake over there. I don't know which one, but there you have it. 360 degrees. I'm just going to sit and enjoy for a bit. So Siler Bald did not disappoint. We are headed back down. I'm not going to video the whole way, but I think it'll be a heck of a lot easier going down than it was coming up. But it wasn't that bad, really. I mean, it's grassy. It's not rocky or rooty. So, beautiful. One last peek. All right. Onward we go. All right, I'm going to pause. So I've made the descent from Siler Bald. It was pretty easy going down. And I just wanted to point out that Blue Blaze side trail right there leads back to the shelter that I stayed at last night, Siler Bald shelter. So kind of neat how it bypasses the AT and then hooks back up. But I wanted to make sure I covered every part of the AT. That's why I went back out the way I came. And anyways, we continue on this way. And be going downhill for a bit. And if I decide to go on to Wayah Bald, which I'm thinking I will, it will be obviously another uphill climb. But that's what you do when you hike in the mountains. You go up, you go down. So nothing unusual about that. All right, time to get walking. Fancy Pants Curious George and Fifi with an update. Just got started again after my snack break. It is 5 miles to the Wayah Bald shelter. We're taking our time today, but I have exciting news. I'm walking along this path and I see my first wildflowers. So I'm going to turn the camera around and try to zoom in so y'all can see. There's not a lot of them, but they're starting to pop up. See that little purple thing right there? For sure. And I'm gonna, y'all can see it. There it is. Good, I'll have to try to edit that out. Here's another one. Yay! I don't know what they are. If anybody wants to help with an ID, that'd be awesome. I'll check in later. So yeah, another huge uphill, way up there in the distance. I'm zooming in. You can see a white blaze on the tree somewhere way up there. And that just shows you how uphill we're going. I don't know how much these steps help. I almost think I would rather just be stepping on the dirt, but it is what it is. Gotta keep plugging away. The Bartram Trail is another trail that intersects the AT. I'm not familiar with it, so I'll have to take some time at some point and look into it. Fancy Pants Curious George and Fifi. It is about 3:30. We are 2.5 miles out from Wayah Shelter, but we still have a big climb up to Wayah Bald. So I'm going to go down and then back up. I think the uphill climb's about 400 feet, but we're within striking distance. I'm feeling much better. My head's in a much better space than it was when I left the shelter this morning, which is good. And it's not like today was terribly low miles. I mean, I think it's like 7 by the time all is said and done. So we're making forward progress, and hopefully we will hit the knock in 2-3 days at the most. Anyways, I'm going to turn the camera around and walk. We're at a level spot for the moment. So it's deceiving. I'm at 5,300 feet right now, but we have to go down, I think, a couple hundred and then back up 400. So lots of ups and downs today. I don't know what the total elevation change is, but it's it's been a pretty steep climb up to Wayah. So I'm enjoying this flat part right now. It's nice when you can catch a bit of a break after hiking uphill. Anywho, it's all good. Weather's good. Oh man, that's a view over there. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. There is actually a wildfire going on, but I was told by some other day hikers, you can kind of see the smoke in the distance, that it is not affecting the Appalachian Trail at all, but definitely will stay tuned with that and make sure. It looks like it's spreading. I'm sure with the wind today, it's not helping. Anywho, all is good with Fancy Pants and the Monkey Crew, and we will check in when we get to Wayah Bald. Fancy Pants, Curious George, and Fifi checking in. You have 2/10 of a mile to go to the top of Wayah Bald, and then about a mile to go until the shelter. So we're almost there. I'm going to turn the camera around and walk for just a bit. You can see blue sky up there, which means that we're close to the top. So it's been a heck of a climb today. 2 really, really good climbs. I'll be curious to find out what the total elevation gain and descent over the course of the day is. Sure feels like it was at least 3,000 up, but maybe not that much. I don't know. Okay. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a minute. See a sign there that says Wayah Bald. Kind of hard to read. There's a little kiosk up there, so we're close. All right, let's see. I thought there was supposed to be a fire tower. I wonder where that is. It's okay, I'm not sure I would want to climb up a fire tower today anyways, with the wind blowing like it is. Little kiosk there. Okay, I guess we go over here. Let's see, I don't know. All right, so I backed up a little bit so I can get a full-on shot of the sign, and we're gonna walk up this path to the observation tower. And I can see a white blaze on the side of that trash thing, which is awesome. So I'm going to stop and get rid of my trash. Well, I have the chance. I will pause it again. So here's a view from an overlook just before the observation tower. Not too shabby. Looks like forest fire smoke off in the distance, though I'm not sure. All right. So I'm not in the tower yet. I'm at the observation deck below it, but you can see there's a really big wildfire going on over there. But you can't really put views like this into words, for sure. It's just absolutely breathtaking. off in the distance supposedly are the Smokies, which in another week we'll be there. Kind of full circle. I did video this down below. So here we are back on trail. It's about a mile or so to go until the shelter. I'll do a quick check-in once we get there, but it's a little bit on the late side for me. So I'm gonna be wanting to get my sleeping arrangements set up and cook my dinner and get into bed and have a good sleep tonight. Check in soon. She is, shelter off in the distance. We're closing in. It's always such a good feeling. That first sighting of the shelter, it's like, ah, I did it, I made it. I'm going to stop this and retake it. Oh, I see it, barely see it through the trees. I think there's some people in there, so I'm not going to film for long, but just wanted to get a view of the shelter. And actually, it looks out over the mountains. Wow, it's nice. Lots of campsites here, too. Anywho, Fancy Pants carries George and Fifi over and out for the day.